I am a resident physician at Montefiore Hospital in the Bronx, where resident doctors are working to unionize while our nurses are on strike over patient safety. IAmA. Update. 1/12. The strike ended today and nurses won a lot of the concessions they were looking for. They were all back at work today and it was really inspiring how energized and happy they were. It's pretty cool to see people who felt passionate enough to strike over this succeed and come back to work with that win. Now residents' focus is back on our upcoming unionization vote. Thanks for all the excellent questions and discussions and the massive support. Link post. Yesterday, NYSNA nurses at Montefiore and Mount Sinai hospitals in NYC went on strike to demand caps on the number of patients nurses can be assigned at once. At my hospital in the Bronx, we serve a large, impoverished, mostly minority community in the unhealthiest borough in NYC. Our emergency department is always overcrowded, so much so that we now admit patients to be cared for in our hallways, and with severe post-COVID nursing shortages, our nurses are regularly asked to care for up to 20 patients at once. NYSNA nurses at many other NYC hospitals recently came to agreements with their hospitals, and while Montefiore and Mount Sinai nurses have already secured the same 19% raise, over 3 years, as their colleagues at other hospitals. They decided to proceed with their strike over these staffing ratios and patient safety. Link Hospital administration has blasted out email after email accusing nurses of abandoning their patients and pointing to the already agreed-upon salary increase accepted at other hospitals without engaging with the serious and legitimate concerns nurses have over safe staffing. In the meantime, hospital admin is offering eye-popping hourly rates to traveling nurses to help fill the gap. Elective surgeries are on hold. Outpatient appointments have been cancelled to reallocate staff, and ambulances are being redirected to neighboring hospitals. One of our sister residency programs at Wakefield Hospital that is not directly affected by the strike has deployed residents to a new inpatient team to accommodate the influx in patient. At our hospitals, attending physicians have been recruited, without additional pay, to each inpatient team to assist in nursing tasks transporting, repositioning patients, feeding and cleaning, taking blood pressures, administering medications, etc. This is all happening while resident physicians at Montefiore approach a hard-fought vote over whether or not to unionize and join the Committee of Interns and Residents, CIR, a national union for physicians in training. Residents are physicians who have completed medical school but are working for 3 to 7 years in different specialties under the supervision of attending physicians. We regularly work 80 hours weeks or more at an hourly rate of $15. My paycheck rate, not accounting for undocumented time we work, with not infrequent 28-hour shifts. We have little ability to negotiate for our benefits, pay, or working conditions and essentially commit to an employment contract before we even know where in the country we will do our training, due to the residency match system. We have been organizing in earnest for the last year and a half, and much longer than that, to garner support for resident unionization and achieve the threshold necessary to go public with our effort and force a National Labor Relations Board election over the issue. Montefiore chose not to voluntarily recognize our union despite the supermajority of trainees who signed on, and have hired a union-busting law firm which has been pumping out anti-union propaganda. We will be voting by mail in the first 2 weeks of February to determine whether we can form our union. Link hoping to answer what questions I can about the nursing strike, residency unionization, and anything else you might be wondering about. NYC hospitals in this really exciting moment for organized labor in NY healthcare. IAmA. Proof. Link edit. It's almost 8 EST and taking a break, but I'll get back to it in a bit. Really appreciate all the engagement, support and excellent questions and responses from other doctors and nurses. Keep them coming.